You know, martial artists love to give bodybuilders a ton of flack, and we love to speak out against bodybuilding training for martial arts. There's just this kind of old wives' tale that you don't need to, you don't need exercise, you don't need muscle, it'll slow you down. Well, that's just not true. So much of your ability to explode is genetic anyway. And when you look at, say, NFL linemen, those guys are plenty explosive at 400 pounds. So it's a load of bollocks when you do it, when you start talking like that. But beyond that, bodybuilding is actually pretty useful for martial arts and for athletics in general for a couple of reasons. So, like an easy one to get off the table is just having more muscle is somewhat protective. There's a great story, and I'm sure there's more than one, but the one off the top of my head, there's a great story of an old pro wrestler named Johnny the Bull. At least that's what he went by in WCW back in the 90s when I was watching. And he got stabbed at some point. I don't know if he was a bouncer or if this was just street crime or whatever, but he got stabbed in the chest. And when he got to the emergency room, they basically told him if it wasn't for his chest development, the knife would have actually penetrated an organ. I don't remember if it was the lungs or his heart. But either way, his muscle mass actually is what stopped the blade from going further, which is a pretty powerful story. But then going beyond that, or just having more muscle tissue, having more mass is extremely valuable in a fight. I would actually wager that mass is more important than strength in a fight, provided you have a baseline level of ability to move said mass. For the fact that your strength kind of fatigues and peters out, but your mass is just your mass, and mass in motion creates a ton of force, which is hugely useful. But where bodybuilding training comes in real handy for martial artists is in the variation in the accessory work. So if we look at, say, powerlifting, a lot of powerlifting gyms still program in bodybuilding work for their athletes because oftentimes the big lifts expose certain weaknesses within movement patterns and within our just general strength patterns. And doing those isolation muscular development things help bring up those weak points. Now, is it going to erase a weak point? No, probably not. I mean, a weak point may just forever be a weak point, but it doesn't have to be the same level of weakness that it was. It can become stronger, making it less of a weak point. And that is a really powerful thing. And the other side of it, is just having variation for things. There are times when you need to deload off your intensity and or your volume. There are times when you just need a different variety of stimulus because you've kind of reached a point of adaptation where your body's just not responding to your workouts. And having these kind of bodybuilding modalities can be useful. Now keep in mind, when I say bodybuilding, I'm talking lowercase, not the capital B sport of bodybuilding that's all about aesthetics. What I'm talking about is the bodybuilding training, which is primarily concerned with hypertrophy, symmetry, generally muscular development. Those are really actually useful and important things. And of course, you don't have to take it to the degree that a lot of bodybuilders do. But it can be a really useful thing. In fact, there's a lot of guys from powerlifting who kind of start transitioning into bodybuilding as they kind of move away from the competitive aspect of powerlifting because they seem to find it easier on their bodies as they age. Granted, it's not going to maintain the same level of performance because bodybuilding is not about performance, it's about development. But even so, that can be a really useful thing to look at. So don't be afraid to throw in isolation exercises, hypertrophy modalities, looking for muscular development in places, because there's a whole host of reasons that can be useful. And one more thing that we should mention is the fact that we do have some evidence that a larger muscle cross-sectional area does in fact correlate to greater strength. So having actual bigger muscles at least gives you a platform to build bigger strength. And that seems to be a pretty good thing. You don't have to become a roid monster and plum huggers on a stage to fulfill that. We're not talking about taking it to that competitive degree, but using some of those modalities, some of those ideas in your training can be really, really powerful. So before I ramble on too much further, I'm going to let you guys go, and we'll talk later. Good journey.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. In the links down below, you can find our social media, and I encourage you to follow us there. Take a look at our blog, where we have articles that go into depth that we just can't do in our video productions. And on top of that, go to our Amazon store and pick out a shirt that you like, and every little bit helps. If you're ever in the Phoenix area, look us up. Come in for a class, come in for open mat, whatever. Love to see you down here. You can find all our contact info on the website. Talk to you guys in the next one. Good journey.